All right. Yes, sir. Go ahead. What's your name?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My name is Beckett. I am
Beckett.
an atheist. And for the record, if you ask me, if Christianity was true, would I become a Christian? Yes.
Okay, good.
All right.
All right, let me ask one other question, Beckett. How much reading have you done on Christianity?
A lot. I did 6 years of Catholic school.
6 years of what?
Catholic school.
I did too. That cured me of it. It was well after I went to Catholic school that I get really interested. But anyway, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead, sir.
I guess you could say it cured me too. So my question is about uncertainty. I frequently, I guess I hear a lot of, you can't explain this, atheist. Therefore you're wrong. It must be God.
Right.
Sure. That's
the God and gas argument, in other words.
Yeah. The argument has been made before, but I guess to say, or it feels unfair to have all of your arguments and say I am this % sure that my religion is correct, instead of looking at all of the other religions which also have proof which also go they connect to your point, or to all of the points in your presentation, and say those are also not true. So I guess what the point is as an atheist, I will say, okay, I think there's a 90%, 95%, whatever chance that there's probably not a God. Do you say there's a 100% chance that your thing is right? Do you give other religions the freedom to say, okay, that there's a chance based on me accepting evidence?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there's very few things you can be 100% sure of. I mean, you can be 100% sure you exist because you'd have to exist to say it. Although we could be in the Matrix, right? There's no way of disproving that. So can you be 100% sure? No. I'm sure beyond a reasonable doubt. Could I be wrong? Of course, right? We're not asking for 100% certainty. What's true, maybe beyond a reasonable doubt, or more plausibly true than false? Let's make it easier than that, okay? So with regard to other religions, if theism is true, that means all non-theisms are false. It doesn't mean everything a non-theistic religion teaches is false, but it appears to have the idea that there is a God wrong because they're non-theistic. If God exists, then the three big theisms that have survived over the years are Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Now, could there be another theism we don't know about that's true? Yeah, that's possible. That's why the two main arguments a Christian needs to show is that God exists and Jesus rose from the dead. Because if those two things are true, then Christianity follows. But for me to say to you, or to ask you, you're saying you're 95 or 90% sure atheism is true. I would say then, what is your reason for saying that? How would you deal with the cosmological argument, the teleological argument, the moral argument, the fact that you can think and reason, and the evidence for the resurrection? What would be your explanations for those things? I don't expect you to have answers to all these. I'm just saying that if we're going to consider ourselves seekers of truth, we should at least be investigating these things and have some sort of plausible, evidence-based way of saying, here's why I think my worldview is correct. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Just because God exists doesn't automatically mean that Christianity is true. The deeper question is which understanding of God is the right one? Different religions have their own views about God's nature, and while many believe in some kind of higher power, they don't all agree on who God is or how we can know Him. What makes Christianity unique is its central claim not just that God exists, but that God became a man in the person of Jesus Christ. This is a major difference between Christianity and other religions. In John, Jesus says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." Jesus didn't just offer a set of moral teachings, He claimed to be the only way to God, and His resurrection from the dead, which was witnessed by many people, backs up that claim. Corinthians. Other religions may offer valuable insights or ethical guidelines, but Christianity answers the deepest question: how can we be reconciled to a holy God? Romans reminds us that everyone has sinned, and Romans says the consequence of sin is death. Christianity provides a unique solution: Jesus' sacrifice on the cross, offering us forgiveness and eternal life. John. So, while many religions acknowledge the existence of God, Christianity stands apart by claiming that God revealed himself in Jesus, who offers the only path to salvation. It's this claim, supported by Jesus' life, death, and resurrection, that makes Christianity distinct and true above all other beliefs.